Good morning, guys. Good afternoon, or whenever you're watching this video and you happen to come across it. I want to make this video right now because I'm very angry. I'm feeling depressed and I'm feeling extremely irritated and frustrated. Right now, we are in a global pandemic in the world, and everyone knows that, okay? So I've decided to come to a place in the mountains, which is my normal routine because, as you know, I'm a traveler. And it's my usual normal routine to like isolate during the winter. I do that year in, year out. I've always done that as long as I can, as long as I can. Okay. And when I first was able to do that, that's when I did it. So I don't know if you can hear the music playing in the background, but I want you to show, I'm going to show you the TV in the room so that you know that it's not coming from here. I don't know if you can hear the whistling, but they're out right outside of that door, which is in the room I'm in. There are construction workers here. They have been the rudest people I think I have ever met in my life. Okay, and I've met a lot of rude people. They smoke outside the door. This is supposed to be a guest house. They smoke outside the door. They're painting. The place that we booked was not looking like this. I don't know if you can hear them. There's mold in the bathroom. There's water coming from the ceiling. We were told that we could go to the place that we booked. You hear them? They're out right outside the store making noise. And they've been doing it for days. Now, normally I will go off. And they came the other day. When we came here, they tried to charge us double the rate for this room. And as I told you, it has mold in it. It's not the room we booked. They've been outside the door for days making noise. I'm pretty sure it was someone here overnight. I don't know if it was them or not, but it was two males, and they are two males. They're very loud, okay, and they know that we're here. And this is supposed to be a guest house. The fume from the paint is coming under the door, and I put a blanket under the door so that the fumes won't come in. The fumes from their cigarettes come in. So I tried to open the window. I do open the window. What I mean by try is I tried to open it to get the smoke out, but when I do that, because they're so loud, I don't get any peace. And I'm the type of person that I'm very honest with myself, and I know myself. And I know that in times of when I don't have peace, that's when I become the most angry and the most enraged. And I picked places like what I thought this was because it's very much false advertisement. At best, it's false advertisement. I pick places like this because I know I need time to be alone. I've said this in multiple videos before that I need my peace time and time to be alone. And I realize that in certain places, certain individuals get pleasure out of making other people miserable. And I feel like that is the case here. That is the case here because they know we are here. And I've already spoken with the daughter of the owner who made um, the advertisements. They are advertised on three different sites. And when we came here, they told us that they didn't know. The mother said she didn't know that her business was online advertised, and that's why she had to charge us double price. So thank God we have run into a security guard right across from the bus stop where we got off, and he was translating to her because she doesn't speak English. She said like two words. She said when she came in here like 3 days ago, she said, "Excuse me, thank you." When we finally let her in, because I told her we didn't want to let the guy in because we're living in here. I didn't have any clothes on, and they were banging on the door, standing outside the door, saying that they needed to come in because they needed to fix the heater. Well, the heat should have been fixed before we got here, and we've been at that point when they came in. We had been here about a week with no heat, and I was like, just screw it because we got our stuff on the bed. I'm laying down in the bed. It was like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was like, I don't want to let this guy in. I'm in. It's uncomfortable for me. Plus, this during the time that we're going in this global pandemic, the guy wasn't wearing a mask. I was like, I don't want to let you in. So they just stood outside the door, and Liana was saying to them that because she was Google translating, because I had like no, all I had was our pair of underwear on, and she was saying like, can you please come back later? And they're like, no, we need to come in now. 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 And it's like they have no respect for guests here. I mean, like maybe a little bit, that much that's sticking over my thumb of a zero, maybe that much. Even zeros don't have that sticking out, but maybe they have that much because they said they were sorry, but then the next day, this worse things happened. Like when we got here, there was no heat, mold. The bathroom has no windows, so the mold is just going to keep building up. The other day, I looked down here, I see mold. I'm gonna show you. I see mold here, down there on the walls. I don't know if you can see it, but it's there. There, and hold on. It's mold that's worse than that is in the bathroom, and we took video and stuff like that, and it's just the disrespect. But the thing is that excuse me, until I find us somewhere else, we have to stay here, and I already booked this place for almost 1 month because that's usually how I do it. As a traveler, I usually like to book chunks of like bigger chunks of time. Like usually when people go on vacation, they might book a week or 2 weeks or stuff like that. I don't like to do that because the longer you book, the more money you save. So I like to book bigger chunks of time because that's how you get the discounts. In the end, when I book on certain websites, I get more of a discount because I've been a long-term member. So that's how it works. They claim they don't know how to use this website or they don't know how to use it, but her site is on multiple, her accommodation, her property is on multiple sites. So for me, like, I just feel like I'm the type of person that when stuff like this happens, if I don't yell and scream and get it out at the person that's doing the wrong, then I tend to take it in on the inside. And right now, I'm in the point where I'm trying not to absorb it, but I also need to get it out. And I don't want to interact with them because I know that's what they want because they're very childish and immature, ignorant individuals, and they are. They constantly coughing in the hallways and stuff. And by the coughing, to me, I don't haven't seen them, but from what I hear, it sounds like they're not covering their mouths or anything like that. And they don't live here. They are the construction workers or the painters, whatever you want title you want to use for them. When we first came here, it was so messy. Every trash can they had here had trash in it. There was not one trash, not one empty trash can, not one. And now I don't know if you can hear the music, but I will be quiet so you can hear. And it's just day in and day out. They'll leave and then we'll think, okay, they're not coming back. We can get some peace and quiet. And then the next day or later that day, they'll come back and they'll be more loud outside, inside, dragging things across the floor, banging on the walls. And it's really it's not relaxing at all. And this town, I won't say where it is because I don't ever like to say where I am exactly. But where we are, it's supposed to be like a place where people go for healing and relaxing and stuff. And it's definitely not that here. I've gotten barely any peace. The only peace I get is when no one's here and it's like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then by 8, they're back again. So I really need to get this out because I'm sick of it. And at the same time, there's really nothing I can do about it. And it is my choice. I can go out there and yell and scream and kick over the buckets and like wish them to fall down the stairs, which I'm telling you, I'm very angry and I know how my anger gets. But in my heart of hearts, like I don't wish that. I want them to go away. Like I want them to go away. I want to be in peace. And you can hear they're doing that, and it's constant, outside, inside. And as you see that I am live streaming, it's on a Saturday. So they're doing this even on a day that's usually like for rest time, not on a day when it's not Monday through Friday. And the first time they came on a Sunday and making all kind of noise, everything banging up against walls, everything smoking right outside of our door, everything. And I can smell the fumes from the paint right now. I can smell them right now. And if I open the window, it's like I don't know the temperature here, but it's not freezing. It's not anything like that. But it's winter, so I think I was sleeping. Close my eyes. Mm. Mm. So what can I learn from this? Because in these moments, it's very difficult to try to mm, ask yourself. Because right now I'm so angry, like, and I know I'm so angry, like I'm enraged right now. Mm. And the fumes are so strong. I'm going to have to open the window, and it's cold, but the fumes. I'm going to open the window. Let me just push it. Okay, I'm back. I don't know if you can see, but see, I opened the window there. I opened it. I had to. It's like I'm gonna go. But what I want to say is, um, like the title said. So I was thinking, like, you know, in my life, it's very complicated. It's a complicated, but like difficult, hard. I've had a hard life, like hard childhood, hard teenage years, hard 20s, hard 30s, and now in my 40s. It's still very hard and very difficult. And during my 30s, I began to ask myself, like, why are these things happening? And they they just like someone like just joking at my expense or something like that. And I realized that I need to be learning from things, and I know it's difficult to take stuff like this. And for me, keep it all the way 100 and be very blunt. I know I'm in the right here, and still I have to basically keep quiet. But I'm so angry and so enraged. And I was sitting here the other day and I was thinking, like, you know, the thought came to me that it's about perspective, you know. how I look at things. And I can be angry. I have every right to be angry. Mm, I have every right to be enraged and infuriated as I am. But it's what I do with those emotions. And I've been to therapy, and they always told me that I need to like basically walk myself through actions and emotions and thoughts, because the way my brain automatically thinks, it's basically off. So if I were to go out there and slam that paint bucket in their faces and they fall down the steps, bad things would happen to them and to me, right? Right. And it might seem childish and immature to say that and to walk through that, but for me, it isn't. It's very therapeutic. And if I say nothing, I sometimes feel like a coward on one hand, but on the other hand, I know that I've not given them any of my energy. But the point for me is not ever to like prove that I don't have to give someone my energy, because I don't have to prove anything to anyone. The point is, I want to be left alone. I want to be respected. I want my peace. Those are the things that are most important to me in this moment. And I know that if I go out there, I'm not going to get any of those, because they are very disrespectful individuals. And they've proven that on multiple occasions, no matter what comes out of their mouths, they've proven that they are genuine and authentic, and they don't give a shit about others. So for me to confront them would absolutely solve nothing. So whereas other people might bash their fucking skulls in, I will not do that, and I am not going to do that, because it wouldn't solve anything. I'm going to end this vlog here. It's talk. I want to tell you guys that you have every right to be angry. And when you are angry and when you are infuriated and people tell you to calm down, or people tell you to quote unquote pray to Jesus, no offense to baby Jesus, but that solves absolutely nothing. In the moment, maybe afterward, prayer works, yes. But in that moment when you are that enraged, you need an outlet. And can you hear them? They're right outside the door, still talking, being rude. I would say that what I'm going to do is lay in the bed. I'm going to think about all the good things that will happen if I do not go out there and confront them, because I don't want them to have any part of my life. I can hear them right now lighting the lighter. I'm pretty sure to smoke another cigarette, to blow even more smoke fumes, and that I will sell it. But the blanket is under the door, so I should be semi okay. They can't stay here forever. I just hope they leave before my patience and my tolerance runs out. It's my choice to react. It's my choice to not react. It's my choice to sit here on this bed while they continue to be ignorant, disrespectful, uneducated males.